Let my heart go.
Sweet love. I do worry about her.
About who? I guess the only way is through the path of blood.
I pledge my life, Lucian. Please return.
Please return.
I don't like it one bit.
Something closed the door.
The bewildered ghost stares at her own dead corpse. A single thought emanates from her spirit. But I was pure. You are pious and good-hearted. You have never struck another, nor have you taken what is not yours, nor have you known the pleasures of the flesh. You are, by any measure, as pure as the blizzard-driven snow. But your mind, you suspect, is not. You lust for the man who lives next door. You covet his wife's fine dresses. You push these thoughts away, for you would run the path of blood, and for that you must be pure. To win, you must be pure. And in that moment you understand. Your desire to win is what makes you impure. The paradox makes you smile. All your life was for nothing. You fade away.
What?
Please return. I pledge my life, O Lucian. Please return.
Ugh.
I pledge my heart, O Lucian. Pledge my soul.
Do you have it here?
My soul, O Lucian. Please return.
Come on. I cannot open. Oh.
Pledge my heart, O Lucian. Please.
I don't understand. I was sure I'd make it. What did I do wrong? Did I commit some sin without knowing? Did I sin by thinking I was pure? Blessed divine, enlighten me!
One little silver spoon, that's all I took from them. A family like that wouldn't even miss it. I didn't deserve to die because of it.
All those poor dead elves have haunted my dreams ever since the war. I thought I'd be forgiven. I thought I'd suffered enough. I was wrong.
How did this happen? I gave away a small fortune to the cathedral and the schools and the poor on the streets. I paid what was owed. I should be cleansed of my sin.
The whole affair with that girl happened decades ago. I've led a pious life ever since. Am I really to be judged for all time because of this one indiscretion?
Apparently, yes.
Lucian's statue creaks and groans. When it speaks, its voice is stony. It grinds and crackles with magic.
Thou shalt answer 4 questions. Art thou ready?
Yes.
Dost thou steal?
Property is a lie. There is no such thing as theft.
Thou art impure.
Who? Lucia.
Lucian's statue.
Thou shalt answer.
The magic in the
First things first.
Lucian's.
Dost thou steal?
No.
Thou art a thief. Thou art in. Thou art impure.
Oh, it will just kill me again and again, okay?
Lucian's statue.
Thou shalt answer 4 questions. Art thou ready?
What authority do you have to interrogate us?
I am the sentinel. Thou art the petitioner. If thou wish to pass, thou wilt answer.
Okay.
Dost thou steal?
How else are we supposed to make an honest living?
Thou art impure.
I suppose... Sabil?
Lucian's statue.
Thou shalt. Dost thou steal? Thou art.
I suppose Prince only had no reason to steal.
Dost thou steal?
It's taxation.
Lucian stepped.
Dost thou steal? Thou art.
Okay, so that's about this. We need to go back here. No, we need to go back here. To the gardens. Okay, I think it's possible to do it from this side instead.
The spirit of a painting hovers where the painting is.
Completed, okay.
I've spotted something.
It's locked. Locked? Oh, can't be picked. Oh, great, fantastic, wonderful. Tuft of cat hair. I'm looking for button or something, anything really. Oh, this? No. How come it's still locked when I found this? And I went for so much trouble to open this.
The fur of a white cat.
Haven't seen any of those around.
Oh! Okay. What is that?
A dagger of pain shoots through your head, halting your advance instantly. You hear a voice, soft and calm, yet laced with disappointment.
Amadia?
Such a long
No.
journey you have undertaken, in the service of thieving charlatans, in pursuit of that which you will never obtain.
A long, sad sigh reaches you from the depths of the void itself.
This is your last chance. Abandon this folly. Leave and never return.
Who am I speaking to?
I am the past. I will be the future. I am the God King. You are but a misguided servant. Heed my words, and I do not wish you harm unless you force my...
And why do you have your shrine here?
Because my followers are many. My followers are everywhere. Your endeavors are pointless.
The voice fades away, and with it, the pain.
Look! Under the shrine. There's a pressure plate.
Only the God King knows the weight of responsibility.
That's the thing I took. There you go. Oh. Aru's prison?
There's someone here. He seems to be in great pain.
The man before you writhes in pain, oblivious to you. Otherworldly shackles are coiled all around him.
Aru?
The man raises his head with an anguished groan.
Why is this being done to you?
Because I refused to talk. I will not talk.
Let me help.
There is nothing you can do. Save yourself. I am Ahu.
We've been looking for you.
Well, your search is at an end. Upon
Apologies if you were expecting a more convivial setting.
He coughs up a gout of blood.
I'm going to find a way to help you.
Before he can dissuade you any further, his eyes roll back and he loses consciousness.
Oh.
Ghosts! And they're tearing his soul apart.
We know what to do with them.
Stop! I told you to leave. You're going to kill me.
I have to try and save you.
You can't.
He shudders as fresh waves of pain course through him.
Leave, while you still have a chance. And don't touch the...
He passes out mid-sentence from the pain. The spirit ignores you, focused as it is on tearing the source from its captive. It stinks of dark magic. There's nothing in the spirit but pain, its own and that of its captive. He resists the agony, but it's only a matter of time before the spirits tear his source away. The pain begins to hurt you too.
What?
The dark stench assails you. The spirit concentrates on tearing the source from its captive.
What if we did that to you? We cannot. Oh, great. Can you tell me something about those?
A lizard spirit bows deep before you.
May the Devourer bless your endeavors, champion of the dragon.
The man doesn't respond.
Stop! Yeah! Stop! Please stop! The pain! It's too much!
His face goes slack as the pain renders him senseless.
Can you hear me?
The man is oblivious to you.
I can't fight. I'm too weak. Please.
My dear Lord Ahu, you should have told me you were expecting visitors.
What?
Run, you fools!
What the hell is going on here?
I might ask you the same. This place is mine, after all, and Ahu was my prisoner.
Why, Kim? Why betray everything for which you once stood?
Betray? I didn't betray the Order. I liberated it. As one of Lucian's pawns, I stood for weakness, frailty. And then the God King showed me the world as it could be. He made me a promise. He promised me a path unburdened by Lucian's pathetic need to defend the defenseless. He promised me a world dominated by the worthiest bloodlines across the ages. He promised me a lasting seat at his glorious table in return for my oath. For the king chooses only the strongest, the most loyal, the most deserving. And now, Godwoken, I uphold the final act of my oath. Your execution. You can forget about finding Lucian. Believe me, no good comes from our so-called divine.
Oh, shut up. Aru's coming with me.
I thought you might say that. Never mind. Soon enough, you'll be free of this folly.
Oh, Haru. I'm so sorry.
The spirit watches you, composed and dignified, even in death.
I need to access the remains of Lucian.
Of course you do, Godwoken. Why else would you seek out a tired old spectre like myself? But what you ask was expressly forbidden by the Divine. Lucian was so intent his tomb remained sacred that he enacted the sorcerer pogrom. Better to silence all sorcerers than to chance a god-woken arising and entering. His paranoia was so great, he saw to it that his tomb was turned into a fortress to thwart the... I swore to uphold his wishes as before the Voidwalk.
If Lucian knew the damage that his decrees have done to the world, he would surely release you from your oath.
I know. Lucian's plan has failed. The world needs a godwoken to ascend. I am not one to break an oath lightly. But I'm also not one to ignore the truth. Not when it's written in my own blood. The void nears. I'd sooner the future be in the hands of a godwoken than with the Black Ring. Nobody knows every step of the way to Lucian's tomb, but I'll do what I can for you. First, you must get past the Path of Blood. An amulet filled with source paired with the Scroll of Atonement will let you by unharmed.
Where can I find the amulet and scroll?
A man named Saunders was the engineer who designed the Path of Blood. He works as a toy seller now, right here in Arx. Tell him that I sent you. He will give you what you need.
What comes after that?
Put the amulet on and charge it up by consuming source. Once it's got 5 charges in it, it'll be ready to go. Bring the amulet and the scroll to the Path of Blood. By the statue of Lucian, there is a hidden mechanism. Set the fully charged amulet in the hidden receptacle, then read from the scroll. But beware, many obstacles remain. The death room is a chamber of many levers. 5 will lead you closer to your goal, will lead you to your death. Each lever is named for a virtue of the... Find the levers whose initials spell the word power. Select these 5 and these alone.
Power.
Farewell,
Thank
Godwell.
you.
With a glint in the dark of his eye, the spirit of Chem sneers at you.
I am sworn and sworn I remain godwoken. I owe you nothing.
It seems God King's chosen isn't so mighty.
It matters not if you defeat every last lich whose bones have risen in my master's honor, godwoken. Soon, Isbael makes her move. The God King rises. You cannot deny him.
What was your end game and all of that?
My aims were... no less than the God King's triumph. That's all you can know.
You might as well tell me. The God King will have no use for you now.
Enough! Is it not obvious to you? To own the city is to own the cathedral, to own the tomb, to own Lucian.
Lucian is the key. The 7 may be dead, but their essence still lives within his rotting corpse. When the God King claims that final pearl of divinity, his reign will begin. Imagine it, Godwoken, a pure and perfect world. Cowards will no longer beg for scraps at warriors' feet. The fruits of our own labor will belong only to us. The divinity held within Lucian's cadaver belongs only to the King's chosen. And you are not worthy.
Humor me, what is Isabel planning?
Ah, yes. Justinia's impossibly persuasive advisor. Marvelous woman, fully devoted to the God King. You may have defeated me, but she will devour you whole and roar her victory to our eternal master.
What? No! No! This was not the deal! This was not the deal! I will return! I will return!
I don't deal with likes of you. How can I teleport? Can I teleport? Okay, I think we need to get out of here.
You're positively haunting me with your presence of late. Something I can help you with?
I found Lord Aru. He was being held captive by Linder Kem, but now he has sent me here so that I can learn how to traverse the path of blood.
Sander's face falls as he digests the news of his patron's death.
Held captive? By Kem? Are you certain?
I was a personal witness to the torture Kem wrote on Aru.
Then I was right to sequester myself here with my puppets. Trusting people is a folly. Arx is a dimmer jewel without Lord Ahu, I must admit. But it seems that you are to enter the tomb of the divine, and I am to help you get there. So be it. In order to pass the first chamber, you'll need an amulet that's charged with source. 5 souls worth, to be precise. Here, take this amulet and fill it with source. When you've done that, return to me and I'll tell you what must be done next. You must wear the amulet as you consume source. The excess power will be siphoned into it until it is full. Good luck. You may need it.
Thank you. I must wear a day.
My amulet is already brimming with source.
Greetings. I trust that the item I gave you is having the desired effect.
It's already charged. What's next?
Fully charged, you say? That would mean that 5 souls have been... actually, I'd rather not dwell on exactly how you charged the device. On to the next matter. You'll need the Scroll of Atonement. It's locked in my desk on the 2nd floor. The password is Giora. When you have both the charged amulet and the scroll, go to the Path of Blood. On the left side of the chamber, on a pillar near Lucian's statue, you should see a hidden mechanism. It will clear the way. Good luck.
Giora.
Papa's permission granted. You may pass, friend, and...
The puppet's words choke off. It spasms and flares with source. Then it is still once more, and a different voice emerges from within.
You have hampered me long enough. This place will be your tomb, the only one you shall enter.
With puppets. You are threatening me with puppets. You are clearly insane.
You're not trying to escape.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
The desk is locked tight. Instead of a keyhole, there's a gilded inlay that bears an engraving. It was all for you. Beneath this sits a framed square of blank parchment.
A password must be written on the blank parchment in order to unlock the desk.
You take a nearby quill and dip it into an inkwell. Then you poise its tip over the framed square of parchment.
Giora.
The ink is absorbed into the parchment until it vanishes. Somewhere within the desk, a mechanism unlocks with a click.
Thunders, are you right?
I believe I've told you all that you required. Was there something else?
I'm sorry, but the God King possessed your puppets.
What? There must be some mistake. They're just toys now. They wouldn't hurt a fly, unless I wanted them to. I'll look into the matter. A misunderstanding, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Now, I'm not entirely sure whether or not we'll be able to once again get to the room. I kinda ran away from that.
I pledge my heart.
Okay, it's open.
I pledge my soul, Rouge. Please return.
Well, apparently Lucia was not granted an entry.
There, a switch. There, a switch.
There's a curious-looking panel discreetly nestled upon the wall. Upon it is a lone button. There's a slot in the center of the button. It looks like something should be placed in it.
Amulet.
The amulet fits the slot perfectly. The mechanisms around it begin to glow with source.
Read the scroll.
The button slowly sinks into the wall, as if pushed by an invisible hand. The source fades from the amulet, consumed by the inner mechanisms of the button. Gears turn behind the ancient walls, almost like they're acknowledging the words you spoke. A nearby hatch in the floor unseals itself.
Not yet. Not this yet. No, I forgot. Yes, back here. And here we need to deal with the dwarves first.
A gun rushes in front of you, and before you can flinch, the point of a sharp spear draws a bead of blood from the artery in your neck.
Halt! State your name. Now!
Marcus!
Hello.
Guard, lower your spear. An old friend's come to pay a visit.
Isbiel, we must not...
I'm well aware of the beast's ambitions, Your Highness.
Do as she says. Lower your spear.
Yes, of course, my queen. I'm watching you. One misstep and I will have your head.
Your Highness, Bloom of Duna, Flame of the Forge, I present your bastard cousin and the seed of divinity, Marcus Miles.
Marcus, I am the beast of the sea, and you will address me as such.
The queen opens her mouth as if to speak, but Beast cuts her off with an ominous growl.
I know your deceit, Justinia. I may be beast, but I'm no demon. And only a demon could dream up an evil like Operation Downfall.
Isbale intrudes before the queen can speak.
Your Majesty's brilliance has known no bounds. The Order has living tools of war. My queen must attack before they can invade the homeland.
Justinia turns to Isbale, looking for assurance, and Isbale begins to chuckle. Her laugh is low and measured at first, but grows in magnitude until she can barely breathe.
Oh, but you think yourself so clever, don't you, beastie boy? Fine. I'm tired of pretending I serve this weak wench anyway. But it doesn't matter. You can't stop the death fog. The wheels are in
Isbiel?
Shut your royal maw, Justinia. Arcs will fall and your memory writ. They will believe it was your will, your plan, your command.
Isbiel, hush yourself. I must think.
Hush! You pitiful woman! Do you truly expect me to be silent?
That escalated quickly.
You bring yourself awake to the cold gaze of 1,000 stones and the hot gaze of the dwarf Isbale, right hand of the queen.
Oh, good. You're awake. At first I figured I'd just kill you. But then I thought, Isbiel, you're wasting an opportunity here. Don't bother thanking me just yet, though. I dare say you'll be begging to die before long. I'll start with lesser toxins, just to see how you react, and take it from there. How strong a dose can a godwoken handle? How long does it take for one to succumb? So many questions.
What have you done with Justinia?
Your lips open, but no words spill forth. You try to lift your head, but it is no match for gravity. She has paralyzed you. Only your eyes are free to move.
Don't fight it. You'll only make things worse. Oh, but I've been so rude. You should know the real me. Oh, it's good to give myself a rest. Those masks can be darned pesky. Can't they, my mariful friend?
Every ounce of energy within you evaporates. You have no more control over your own source than you do of your flaccid body. Isbale shakes her head at you. Tut tut.
Do try to relax. The harder you fight, the harder the experiment will be on you.
No, no.
That dose proves quite alarming for my normal subjects. I'd forgotten that you are, well, anything but normal. Let's see now. I have just the thing. Just a spritz, mind you.
We should be fine.
You struggle to move, and you feel your toes wiggle, and your fingers twitch. The paralysis is waning.
Interesting. Some of the results are quite unexpected. Now, let's move on to death fog. Live or die, you've already proven most... Well, I was going to say useful, but perhaps entertaining is the better word.
Isbale turns the valve, but no fog wafts forth. In that moment, you feel your marrow awaken. You've regained control of your own bones at last.
What's wrong with it? Guards! Come! The Godwoker's broken free of my spell!
Finally. Let's see, there should be something around here.
I found something.
Yes, we found something. Oh, we can just walk through. That was to be expected. Can we move it? Can you move it? Can you teleport it? She's dead?
By whose hand? Yours? It should have been my own axe to slice her neck. Take me to her bones. I've a mind to chop them into pieces, the foul witch.
Oh, give me a moment. So, from what I understand, we need to do this. Okay, we can finally make it work.
Justinia struggles to control her rage. She closes her eyes. She breathes the sew's fetid air. She waits.
She's dead. And that is that.
Who was Isabel? What was her role?
She was a scientist of sorts, or so the town criers chanted. She knew of the ways of nature and beyond, and I invited her to court to show me. She healed the sick and soothed the wounded. I saw it with my own eyes. I brought her close. Her words were wise, and her aims, well, they seemed so pure. It was after Alexander assembled the quorum that Isbeel turned my mind to thoughts of war. Our scouts and spies aided dwarven sorcerers where and when they could, but Isbeel insisted the monks and shriekers would touch dwarven land. When we came to Arx to prepare, she rarely left my side except to tend to her laboratory. I'd no idea what atrocities she'd been committing there.
And you have much to account for. The death fog was almost to deploy. Thousands could have died.
Justinia pounds a fist against her palm. One smack, then a second, then a third.
You may not believe me, but what I did, I thought I did for the sake of my people. The sinking of the Peacemaker, The driftwood smuggling operation. The Death Fog. Black Peak Isle.
Power always comes at a great cost. Sometimes you have to take some lives to save others. And I shall always put dwarven lives first. You must understand this. It was only a matter of time, she said. And I never doubted it. The scouts talked of living weapons nailed to crosses, of blank-faced wizards, an entire force of them. If we didn't come for the Order, the Magisters and Paladins, they would come for us. They had my ear all the while, the Black Ring. I'm sorry. Truly sorry. Think of it.
Michaela's concerned.
Bless his heart. Please do tell him to rest his mind. Mikael is no man of courage, but he's as loyal as a fresh-fed pup. But do be sure to keep my whereabouts private, at least for now. My concerns in Arx must remain my own.
And where will you go now?
Lady Kem is known to harbor those in need from foreign lands. I will be safe at our estate. So unless you've no more grievances to air...
How many innocent lives will die before you see reason? Kill her!
Only a coward or an imbecile would invite Isbale into her court. Either way, she deserves to die.
What's done is done. Murdering Justinia now solves nothing.
Forgive her. Justinia has learned from her mistakes. Let her return to her people in peace.
She's the problem of her people, not ours.
The Queen nods a goodbye to you.
Until I can return to the kingdom, I will be at the Kem estate. Royalty is always welcome there. Paulina would have it no other way.
You don't deserve that.